Hey there, YouTube. Bed Bath and Bongs here. Thank you for joining me. I'm joined here today by my buddy John Garland with Radical Center.
Hi, I'm bad with camera. Hello.
We are what you can be described as computer literate. No, okay.
I'm deeply camera illiterate.
um, but I believe the last topic me and you were talking about was Biden's warlike posture.
I think that we know that all of this shouldn't even be under like topic of discussion. This is exactly who Biden was. Like we all knew that's who Biden was, or should know. Like he's been part of the leadership that created the crime bill, kind of fought desegregation and the assault ban bill and this and that and agreed to, he's agreed to cut Social Security and make what happened in the post office. And he's been part of or led or agreed to all that stuff. Right? That's who he is. He's a corporate civil Democrat. He was Obama's VP. He's ran how many times? He's buddy Obama, Hillary, all like that. That's his crew. That's who he runs with. So we know that there's going to be on that, which means certain policy that's going to be just already set in a lot of places. Like, there'll be no investigation or looking at Israel as other than perfection. There will be no messing with Saudi Arabia. Like, he dodged all that stuff about basically the region there. He said he was going to do stuff. It came out that he was responsible. You didn't really do anything though, because you don't touch Saudi Arabia. That's corporate Democrat and war machine stuff and religious war. You don't mess with that. Right? Now, we'll see how he does though on putting it in to effect. How if he can be LBJ with social programs, something like that, he'll be like, yeah, that's right. Took me a long time to get there. I only did one term. I changed the game. He can make that legacy, and I think he knows it. I think he's a politician, and I think he's a good guy to be like, now that's the legacy to have right there. I'm the guy that changed the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't have two terms. Yeah, but I was the guy that changed the game from one way and another. Like he was the guy that was always there. Eventually, he figured out, oh, look, this is how we do it. And I think he's letting it play out in the party. And I think the progressives are winning. I really do. And I think that would make him happy. Like, I think he's going to go where he's going to win. And if he can kind of help budge the progressives to wind up winning or getting big chunks, then he looks like Mr. Reform President. He doesn't really have a say. Well, I mean, he's a nice guy, I assume, so he'd like to have that legacy. It's a good one to have. But if that doesn't work and the progressives lose, then he's and all he does is keep delivering a little bit. So he's going to, could win re-election or hand off the torch, or make sure that he keeps Congress mostly and delivers local. Then he's going to be the guy that united the party. Because he's going to produce results and people are going to get behind it. Like, so either he's the guy that reformed the party or united the party. As long as he delivers a little bit, each, on that agenda, he's going to win.
Do you think he's going to add enough to that agenda to keep progressives happy, though? Because, he came out with something recently about wiping out student debt, and it turned out he wiped out, 1% of student debt. Something along those lines. It was less impressive once the actual details came out about it.
I believe, or what it looks like to me, is that he is fundamentally letting the party machinery, the party civil war go at it, and he's going to, his presidency, his executive presidency, is going to do whatever that Congress winds up doing. Do the progressives win and take over and sweep out the old guard? That's what we're going to do. Because that's how it's supposed to be. Congress makes the decisions and he executes them. Or does the Democratic Party crush the progressives and go back to one? It's not about what he's allowing to do. I think he is doing what the party is agreeing to do. He is agreeing to the path that the party, the progressives, and the establishment are hammering out and making happen. And right now, it's not really how it's working. Right now, it is party Civil War II, but everybody's winning from their Civil War. You know what I mean? Like, we're all winning from their Civil War because it's, I can do this, I can do that. And it's like, so, and then you have Bernie, who has got the fight, and it's just like, I don't care, been waiting a long time for this, I got the hammer, this is what we're gonna do, period. That's awesome. Bernie is flat out delivering what he can do. Now, he's making it happen.
Finance chairman,
Yeah,
right?
he's
right?
the guy, like,
yeah.
he's the one that made stimulus happen. Said,
Yeah.
I don't care, boom, it's happening, done, right?
Yeah.
And
Which,
he's
to be
like,
clear, wasn't the perfect stimulus, but it helped my family out
but
a hell of a
he
bit.
said we're gonna do it, and he's like, looked around, and they're talking about it, and he's like, boom, done.
No, it's funny that you say it because, like, honestly, I've been calling it my Biden money. It's not really Biden money. It's Bernie money.
It is Bernie money.
Yeah.
Bernie is making shit happen. Look at all the stuff that's happening. Just Bernie is like, I don't care, boom, happening. I don't care, boom, happening. I got the hammer, I make the rules, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he is making people, he is delivering for Biden. Because all that's going to Biden, right? All that credit. Just like LBJ was a little different. LBJ was, but he had his people that they moved Congress. You know what I mean? Like, he had his influencers that he, you know, in the Senate, and I need you to make this happen. Like the leader of the Senate, this, that. Like, and that's what Biden, like, it's his LBJ, or if Biden gets remembered as LBJ, it is because Bernie made him. Bernie will make or break his, because it's going to have to be a cycle that feeds each other. Bernie is making what can happen right now, but Bernie's only got a short 18 month, like he's got an 18-month leash. That's how much he can affect it, or whatever, like by what he's doing. I forget what it is, but it's not, he's got a leash that he's got to deal with. So he's got, can only do so much. He's got to work that, his limit, right? He's got a spending limit. And the idea is, I'm delivering Biden. Now you go out there and get the fucking votes from the local people and get control of the House and the Senate, where we don't have to do it this way. We just are like, no, let's do it. 60, yeah, we got that. Bam. Get where they were. You know what I mean? And with Bernie in charge. Bernie in charge of a Senate Finance Committee that has a firm majority in the Senate. Like, imagine that. What happens then? Is Biden going to be like, no, we're not going to do that? He's going to be like, hell no, go Bernie, go Bernie, go Bernie. I get all the credit. You know what I mean? If I do one term and turn it over to Harris, if I deliver her this freaking, if I deliver her Bernie-topia and she gets to step into all that, tell me I'm not going down in history as that guy was awesome.
How do you feel about Biden's renewed drug war efforts, firing his staffers, and then encouraging the Colombian government to gas their own people to get rid of the cocaine fields?
It makes me sad, but would the baseline behavior that you would expect under a neocon Democrat government be anything else? Would you really expect? Now you might hope it to. But I mean,
he's talked about decriminalizing marijuana. I feel like there were some slight overtures.
He's feeling out. He's saying, look, I'm open to this, and that means the progressives in Congress need to say, they need to make that happen. You make that happen, I'll bless it. I'll give it not the veto. I'll sign it. But you gotta make it happen. It's your job, Congress. You bring it to me, I'll sign it. And I'm saying, if you bring it to me, I'll sign it. All right? That's what he's like. He can't do anything else. See what we're doing over here? See what Bernie's doing? We're making shit happen. All you gotta do is tell me to fucking do it. That's how it works. All you gotta do is tell me to do it.
Yeah. Well, and to give credit to Chuck Schumer, he has been going through some great, probably just to save his ass in future elections, but he's been making a lot of effort on legalization bills in the Senate.
Is that mine or yours?
Oh, it's yours. I'm sorry, I was just sipping on it.
Oh, no problem.
I figured you didn't worry about cooties.
Well, no, I do not. I was concerned that I'd set one down back here.
They're
and
fine.
I was like, I don't do that.
I appreciate that. We've been having a lot of broken glasses lately, because it's a habit all of us do here as well. I've been trying to poo-poo that talking to the kids, but I'm not going to lie, I do it too. So.
Poo-poo that talking to the kids. What?
I kind of like poo-poo the idea of putting glasses on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it wasn't very eloquent of me.
Wow.
I brought poo-poo into a sentence. So.
Slightly paired.
This
I'm
is
99% impaired.
I should have warned you, this is a bit of an indica weed.
Cow.
It's very
I have
indica-y.
no idea how much I've smoked. I feel like I'm emerging from a opium den in the Netherlands somewhere in the 1800s. Like, what the fuck happened? How long have I been here? Like, whoa, I was high. Like, I'm so high that I can't get higher.
I kind of want.
I know that I'm like.
I kind of want that to be known as the normal Bed Bath and Bong's interview experience.
Ooh, yeah. Long times I am that high where I'm like I'm not going to get any higher. The whole room has echoes in my head. Like, yeah, I'm that high where all my senses are like.
Speaking of which, I think it's time for the tab of the day.
Oh no, yeah, you gotta go. Oh, you gotta be in. No, fuck. I can't get any higher. So.
You don't have to, but I'm taking it.
Yeah, you go. I'll cheer you.
I'm not going to take it all, but look at that beautiful little.
Oh, show it to college. Show it to college.
Show it to college. Blessed college.
Yes! You're my man, Blue!
That was a cross. I don't know. I don't know if I was clearly able to make out on
Was it
screen.
upside down though?
I did not. I went traditional. I'm sorry.
How about the green screen?
That's my Baptist
How about-
upbringing.
How about on the studio today, we choose studio BT or Baphumet? We'll be in the studio.
Baphumet, the demon. That's awesome.
Yes.
Statue of Baphumet.
Yes.
I don't want to get sued by the Satanic Temple now.
Dude,
Didn't they sue somebody over their
Not the
statue or
Not the
something?
real one. They're
Oh.
having a civil war too. They're kind of arguing who's the real one. But you want to go with the Satanic Temple with the Baphumet. Those legit real people. They are like, hey, you want in? You want in? Like, there, you used our name. Do you want
So
in?
are those the ones that just have like orgies and bring
No,
foodstuffs?
Yeah,
Which
they
one-
really
one-
do weird. Like, they
which-
can't, no, that's the weird. No.
Here's a tray of mashed potatoes. We're gonna talk about Satan and then fuck each other for next hour, and that's our Satan meeting. That's how I feel most Satanists are. They don't actually. I feel like most Satanists are not real Satanists. They kind of just like the aesthetic, and it turns them on.
Well,
So
no, they would argue that's what a Satanist is. There's no real such thing as Satan. Satanism is an aesthetic, and they want to define it. Like, that's what they would argue. There's their religion, is their aesthetic. Like, that's what they believe it is. Theoretical. They see it as a very theoretical, psychological delving. They have explored.
I
their psyche.
guarantee you, there are some depraved fucking hillbillies out there. They take it literally as fuck, and they're slaughtering rabbits in the name of Satan and like jerking off on the corpse.
Absolutely. But
I
their
believe they
idea of
exist.
Satan
They're
is
definitely
different
the
from ours.
minority.
Well, I don't know. I think it would depend on where you're at. Like, but I think, but their idea of what they're worshiping under the name of Satan is very kind of like Christian and Muslim. But no, that's actually a bad comparison. I wouldn't compare either of those to like actual Satan. I mean, I would, in roots wise, but not in contemporary expression of religion. I wouldn't say that. Not in public anyway. I mean, they ritually abuse children. That's a whole different story, right? I mean, you all right, man? Deep breath. In the mouth.
Little known fact: Bed Bath and Bong's has asthma.
Oh,
It's very counterproductive.
hey.